some children are initiated into a particular art form. In Orissa, there is an old tradition in which young boys are trained to dance in the temples to pay homage to the gods. To be chosen is a great honor for their families, and the children are entrusted at the care of an old master.
They sing at daybreak every morning. These children come from all the surrounding villages. Their parents have entrusted them to an old master so that they can become the sacred dancers of the temple. Under his watchful eye, they practice their scales for over an hour. This small village in the northeast of India is accustomed to being woken up by the sound of children's voices. The old master has been here for more than 60 years. He is called Manguri Das. He's 85 years old. At the moment in his school, there are about 10 boys between 7 and 14 years old. Manguri Das trains them to be Gotipuas. A Gotipua's role is to dance in honor of the gods. The atmosphere is more family than school. Priya is 12 and has been living at the school for 3 years. The master and his wife have become surrogate parents for these children.
I've grown old with the Gotipuas. I got married at the age of 16, and ever since I have devoted myself to the children and my husband, the Guru. He too is a former Gotipua. I have grown old with them without realizing it.
Dancing for the gods cannot be improvised. Training takes place every morning after the hour's singing practice. The old master is always present, watching every little movement, making sure that every gesture, every glance is graceful. He has chosen these boys for their delicate features and their frail, slender bodies. The Gotipuas learn how to dance like women, since only feminine grace is likely to appease the gods.
For me, it's important to preserve the ancient Gotipua tradition. Here, the traditional dance form is called Orissi, and this is where its origins are. I want these children to carry on the tradition of the sacred dance form.
Are the lessons difficult?
At first, they were very hard for me.
And now?
It's better now, but there's always a lot of work.
Are you going to be a singer or a dancer?
A dancer, of course.
All 10 children live and eat at the school. The master doesn't require the families to contribute towards the upkeep of the children. He runs his affair with money from donors and a small state subsidy. After a short break, Priya comes back to the practice room. This week, the children are training more than they usually do. In a few days' time, the most important local religious festival, the Rath Yatra, a festival of chariots, is to begin. And the Gotipuas will have to dance every day to pay homage to the gods.
At the beginning, their muscles are stiff.
Can you explain your method to us?
First of all, we massage the veins on the inner leg. Let me show you. You see, this is how I do it. I press deeper and deeper to relax the muscles in his leg.
Each acrobatic posture requires many days of hard work and suffering. It's the parents who bring their sons to the old master. For them, it is one less mouth to feed, and at the same time it is a gift to the gods. Priya's parents are modest farmers.
I saw the Gotipuas dancing on television and I wanted to learn. I saw him too. So my parents got in touch with his parents and that's how I came here. His father and my parents brought me to the master and he said he would take care of us.
I like living here. The Guru teaches us how to dance and he gives us food. We are here to look after him too, because he's getting old.
As the preparation for the festival begins, it starts to rain. And this is fortunate, as the festival of Rath Yatra is also the beginning of the rainy season. The statues of the local gods are about to leave the temple and be carried through the town on these enormous wooden chariots. At the end of the afternoon, the young dancers present their first show. But before that, they all want to watch the procession of the chariots. That is the star attraction of the festival. In town, the pilgrims begin to gather. Like good, dutiful sons, the Gotipuas surround and protect their master in the midst of the crowd, which is getting thicker and thicker. Throughout his long life, the old man has never missed a single Rath Yatra festival.
There are ceremonies inside the temples every day in honor of the gods. On Rath Yatra day, they are taken out into the streets. The gods want to alleviate the suffering of the poorest people and to proclaim that all men are equal before them.
If you touch the rope that pulls the chariots, it will bring good luck. So a few minutes before the chariots start, there is a great deal of jostling. At last, the first one moves off. It is pulled by more than 4,000 people. These huge contraptions are entirely handmade. They are made of wood, from the top down to the wheels. Only the Brahmins, the priests of the temple, and their families are allowed to ride on the holy chariots. It takes several hours for all 3 chariots to reach their goal, another temple situated at the far end of the avenue. Now it's time for the show. It takes at least 2 hours for the dancers to make up and put on their costumes. At the first signs of puberty, these young boys will give up their role as Gotipuas. Centuries ago, the presence of women dancing before the gods was considered unworthy. Nature had made woman impure. A boy is never impure.
If the Gotpuas didn't disguise themselves as girls, there would be no charm. It wouldn't be pretty. There, right now, they have become as beautiful as women. They become the loved ones of our God. In all mythologies, God has loved ones who play for him and make him happy.
The chariots have stopped, and now the Gotipua's dance can begin. Little by little, the pilgrims lose interest in the chariots and watch the children. This is the moment when the Guru's work is justified. Now the Gotipuas are the sacred dancers of the gods. The last strains of the music die away. The crowd returns to their prayers, and the Gotipuas are already looking forward to their next game of cricket.